She doesn't do that.
Check that. We got a couple more seconds. Hold tight, boys and girls. All right, here we go.
Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB, Radio Free Britannia, and no other freaking better place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch with no other than the dynamic duo, Laz and Jack.
And greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
That's right. Bringing you our own brand of news right here inside Shroud Avatar 5 days a week for over 2 years running now. Bringing you the latest and greatest news and happenings, crazy wild hijinks, and of course burning pianos in the background thanks to Cornelius back there. Thank you.
Would it be a burning piano or a flaming piano?
Flaming piano. I don't know. Is Arius here?
Well, he's not here right now. He might be still dealing with the Windows update of
yeah, I don't know if he ever recovered from that. Well, but yes, for the record, it is Thursday, May 11th, 2017. For those of you who are interested in what day it is, and of course, so you know, listening and rebroadcasts, what broadcast you're listening to. They may seem like they're all the same crap over and over and over again.
It is the same crap over and over again. What are you talking about?
Groundhog Day.
It is the same crap. The only difference is that I change my shirt, you don't change yours.
I just,
Mustard stains, man.
Hey.
I do laundry at least once a month.
That mustard stain came from trying to escape from the Great Cat Massacre of 497 PC,
You mean the very
How many years ago was that? Oh, how many years? How many years ago?
My sandwich.
Well, are you sure?
I lost my pastrami sandwich in that event, man. I just never got over it. Yeah.
See, I'm surprised you didn't say that the mustard stain came from eating reeks at Hobloth.
Well, I didn't eat any reeks at Hobloth.
You didn't eat the reeks at Hobloth? Why not?
No, I can't stand that crap.
What? The reeks were delicious.
Dude, that is genuine imported German Landjäger sausage. That is fantastic.
I know.
I don't care for it.
You gotta love the reeks.
Yeah, and the fact that I chipped a tooth on the ribs one night, it was another sort of thing that kept me from chomping on things like that.
You're not supposed to be chomping on the bone, man.
Well, yeah, but
I got a softer bone for you to chomp on.
Yeah.
Seriously. What would you rather have then? The inquiring minds need to know.
Yeah, Hobloth 4 planning prep.
I loved everything else that was available. It's just the reeks were not my thing. That's all. I'm sorry. No offense.
Well, that's fine. But what is your thing?
I eat one meal a day. That's it. I eat dinner. I don't eat breakfast, lunch. I don't do a lot of snack foods. As 30 years in the restaurant business as a chef, not much impresses me anymore, okay? I grew up with prime rib, hollandaise sauce, and all the shit in between. I've done sports bars, I've done Park Avenue. I've been every extreme on food Yeah, food only is sustenance to me. Nothing really impresses me. You want to impress me? Give me a good pizza. Give me a good bagel. Yeah.
Well, see, then we'd have to like get some deep dish pizza and give it to you. Just
no,
because.
see, that's not good.
Now,
I'll tell you what really did pique my interest when I was there was the kolaches, what Jack used to eat almost every day, because that was a unique twist. That was a unique twist on something that we don't have.
Those are the one things I didn't like.
And, it was a nice little nosh when you needed something. Now, of course, don't get me wrong. Hobblot is one of those things where I got to break the rules a little bit because all the libations that you consume throughout the day also require you to take some food throughout the day. So, but yes, if I had to say one thing, it was the kolaches that were really, really unique there.
Well, if you think of something that you want, let me know. Like Jack said, I'm still planning, and I'm totally open to input.
Yeah, of course. Another one of them unique things. I was on my way to Texas for the first time since I was there in the 1980s in basic training. And on the way in, Jack told us we had to stop at the Buc-ee's. And of course, I walked into Buc-ee's and I was like,
well, I didn't tell you you had to stop. I told you you had to go to the bathroom at Buc-ee's.
Bathroom at Buc-ee's, yes.
Yeah,
but that was pretty much you got to stop. I'm sorry.
Why do you have to do that?
You have to. It's an experience unlike any other. Going to the bathroom at a Buc-ee's.
It
is not like the outhouse that Led Zepp's been using.
I don't know. I know the show's going, right?
We also ran into Buc-ee's Crack, which is the beaver nuggets. Okay?
Yeah.
So, of course, when I came across those, when I came to Hobblot, we brought bags of them to serve during happy hour, which we were hosting. I hosted a couple nights in the pub. And, that was a nice, unique snack. But, man, I tell you, it's no good for you. But the best things in life are not good for you.
You do realize that good is relative.
Hey, you're talking to the guy who's going to tell you that eggs, milk, butter, and sugar are the best things that you can ever eat in life, and the rest of that crap and substitutes are what's killing America and everybody out there.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That shit. You're the natural stuff.
When you got to tell me that you made butter out of plants and oils,
Screw that
butter
shit.
comes from milk, and milk comes from cows, and I don't care. Anyway, enough of that. No, Reek's just it's not my thing. Looked like a Slim Jim, reminded me of a Slim Jim. I grew up on people who ate those all the time. Says, here, take a bite.
And grew up on Slim Jims.
Eat me. That's right.
And you don't mess around with Slim Jim.
That's right. Don't mess around. My father's actually got credit on that song. My father was the rhythm guitar player on Don't Mess Around with Jim.
Sweet.
Yes. Little music trivia for you. Yes, my father was a studio musician back in the day. Worked with a lot of those guys.
Yeah, well, my dad owns Microsoft, and he can ban you.
Yeah, do we want to talk about what Microsoft's new proprietary stuff's going to do to all those folks using Kodi and the Bay? Do we want to touch on that? No, that's got nothing to do with any of this stuff. They've got people up in arms out there.
You can't stop me from using the Bay.
They're going to try.
Let me go check the Bay right now.
And you're going to see a lot of people go, I'm going over to Ubuntu. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm on the Bay right now, and I have the most recent Windows update.
No, this is something they just released. This won't be in Windows 10, I don't think.
Yeah.
But anyway, moving right along, we got all sorts of great information. Of course, the boys and girls actually posted the press release on their website today. For those of you who missed all the big, exciting news yesterday.
Well, the partnership with Black Sun Gaming.
Black Sun Gaming.
Which is a publishing house outside of, or out in Moscow, so they're going to be serving Russian patrons of
Collusion.
the Avatar.
Collusion, I tell ya.
The difference is that they will actually be able to open up their own game servers and distribution that way. So it's going to be one where, you know what, this is...
Now, I've had a couple people do a little bit of research, and they say that these folks also distribute to different parts of the world: Czechoslovakia, Yugoslavia,
Baltic
China. You know, a lot of places these guys got their fingers in. So good news all around.
I have no idea what the Commonwealth of Independent States is, but I do know what the Baltic states are.
Yes,
so that is where they're going to be publishing and operating Shroud of the Avatar out of, which tells me that the Russian bot makers are going to be having the best bots available.
I tell you, I heard quite a buzz and talk about that in several rooms last night, and we had a
talking about.
Yeah, we had a couple good laughs.
We would never have discussions about Russian bot makers.
Hey, well, it wasn't going on just over here. So that's what I'm saying. I heard it in a couple other places last night, which was just really cool. As oh man, we're gonna get, we're gonna see the botters now.
Turn off your hacks.
Well, that
your
doesn't mean that
hacks.
we're gonna see the botters now, because you know what? Do you remember Bob?
Not
Was
the
it Bob?
builder.
Not the builder Bob. Not the dev Bob.
The bunny Bob?
Like, this is release 14, 15, somewhere in there, and there was a guy that was botting 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Well,
It's like-
one of the
it's like
funny
we've had
comments
botters.
I heard was, we won't see them until they've refined them on the other servers. Then they come here for the real gold, was one of the comments that...
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, that's one where it's like, as far as the MMO goes, you always have to be on the lookout for botters and technology that will automate all the processes for you. I mean, gaming made easy.
Macros? What are you talking about?
No, nobody would ever do that.
No one would ever do that.
Not in the game.
Especially when it takes 2.5 minutes to turn 20 wood scrap into wood pulp.
Is that all?
2.5 minutes, man.
Is that one scroll? What is that?
Minutes.
No,
That's
that would
just
be
the- that's
that would be for
scrap
4
to pulp.
scrolls. Yeah, that's scrap to pulp, and then another 2.5
That's just-
minutes to turn. So you actually have to do that. What
They have
was
the
it?
craft
figure.
5 times.
No craft all. No craft
Five
all.
times.
Figure time per scroll.
No, you have to do that 5 times in order to get enough pulp for 20 recall or teleport scrolls, and that crafting also takes another. So that's in order to convert wood scrap into 20 teleports or recall scrolls, it takes approximately 30 minutes.
Where's the craft all button? They ain't instituted that yet.
Yeah, you know what? No.
Well, they
So,
should. Agreed.
And that and
Agreed.
the public data that has been kind of...
Manufacturers added a business because of the amount of work it takes, I tell you.
Hey, there's a reason that my teleports and recalls are 150. And it's not just because it's so much easier to just add a 0 to the end.
Shh. Don't be giving away trade secrets.
Yeah, time is money. Time is money.
That's right. Hey, well, you know that better than anybody else. You've actually sold teleports and recalls
Yes,
for
I
cash.
have. I have done that on Shroud Marketplace. I have sold teleports and recall scrolls for cash, and you know what? I laughed hysterically, and I was giddy.
We're still
and excited.
laughing. We love this shit. I tell
You know what?
That's
Just because time is money, and you know what? I'm not going to, because we can do it. Yes, and it does not violate the terms of service.
Absolutely.
But we do have a lot of great news for everybody, especially if you're a DirectX 9 player.
Ooh, yes.
You ready for
You're
this?
a DirectX 9 player.
If you are a DirectX 9 player, which means that you have an older video card that does not support DirectX 10, 11, or 12, you are going to have your support ended for the game at release 42. So they have had some challenges ensuring stability when supporting all of the DirectX features that the game employs, and a key roadblock is supporting legacy versions of DirectX. Please shoot me now. Because of these problems hindering development, starting in release 42, they will be discontinuing support for DirectX 9. DirectX 11 will continue to be the core version until they upgrade to DirectX 12, and they are also looking into the possibility of eventually supporting DirectX 12. What about Vulkan? This update will likely not affect any of you, because if you're using DirectX 9, you're using an older video card and older system. Anyways, that probably doesn't meet the minimum specs. And
suck it, old timers.
Yes, which means that someone might have to go out and update their video card driver and/or operating system. I suggest a Linux variant
And/or PC.
And then install Wine or something like that. Yes. Although every time I tried to ever install Wine, it was a catastrophe. But I haven't touched a Linux variant in like 6-7 years. And Wine is.
I actually tried it on a VirtualBox about 2 months ago, and I went, "Yep, ain't gonna do it."
This is a pain in the ass to get this crap installed. It's like, what the hell am I doing?
And that was even with an installer package. It was like, hey, what, are you kidding me?
Oh, what kind of installer package were you using? Was it an RPM, a Debian?
Well, it wasn't Wine. It was Ubuntu. It was Ubuntu.
Oh, you were just trying to install Linux.
Ubuntu.
Yeah.
Whatever. You know Ubuntu. Brooklyn. It's Thursday, okay? Ubuntu.
It's Thursday, and Laz doesn't know how to use the words. Enunciate those words clearly.
What do you want from me, eh? Jeez.
$2 and a contract.
$2. I know a long time.
$2.
Oh, you ain't getting no contract.
What?
Although we
I want my $2.
See, the sound effects agree with me. Okay, so moving right along from there.
20 papers, that's $2 plus tip.
Plus tip.
Oh,
gotta get the tip.
I have an update on that chick that's trying to fish me on Facebook.
Love you long time.
Yeah, she finally tried to do the money drop.
I told you it was coming.
Oh, I knew it. I mean, it's like I'm having fun with it. It's like, yeah.
Yes. So real quick, let's get everybody up to speed on this. A couple of days ago, was about a week now.
Like 3-4 days, maybe a week ago. But someone randomly tried to add me on Facebook. Said she's from Austin. She's a nurse and she's in Kenya doing some volunteering stuff for the World Health Organization. And this is awesome. So she says she's a nurse doing diabetes education. I'm a type 1 diabetic. And it's like, okay, so there's nothing
all the red flags went up, and Jack, being the guy he is with a little extra free time on his hands these days, decides to fuck with the person fishing him.
It's like, oh, what's your favorite color? Blue. And by the way, it's not blue. It's like, where are you from? I said some other city that I'm not from. It's like, okay, here's some misinformation. It's like, I haven't asked for like the any silly pictures yet, but that's going to be coming in the very near future, and I hope I get some really silly pictures.
They're going to be pictures of some other chick out in the internet.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's like, it's really funny because it's like, she sent me I want to say this is like a 10-year-old picture of like someone in a nurse's uniform in an exam room of some sort.
Nurse.
Yeah. It's like, But yeah, it's just bad. It's like a pathetic attempt in order to get money.
That's funny.
So the money request finally came today, where it's like, I don't have electricity. It's like, you're in Kenya.
Yeah, that's what you get for. I didn't know they had electricity in Kenya.
Well, no, it's not that. It's just. It's like, if you're going to try to fish someone, at least be an expert on what you're trying to fish for. And so she says she's from Texas as well, and it's like she's using English spellings for most things, like favorite with the U in it, or what other, behavior with the U, and a few other words with the English spellings, which Americans don't know how to spell anything, and I haven't asked her to pronounce vitamins yet, because vitamins don't make sense. Aluminum. Where's my aluminium?
Aluminium.
That's right.
Yeah, and don't forget to give me my privacy.
Yes, my privacy.
You gotta have your privacy. Yeah.
Yes, you gotta have your privacy.
You gotta be privy to your privacy. That's right.
Oh, we haven't talked about the Jaguar. Yeah.
The Jaguar?
Jaguar.
Well,
yes.
You know, people from Connecticut actually call it that, right? You know.
What? Can't do that. Can't deal with that. Yeah. Okay, so moving right along.
It's like chowder.
Other news. We do have stand-up corner. Then we also have some other information out there for everybody. It's a stand-up corner. Don't forget, that's where the devs say, hey, I worked on this yesterday. I'm working on this today. Something random gets eventually written down and published to the interwebs, and we get to interpret it, what they're saying. And don't forget, our interpretations may or may not be accurate. Or they are always accurate in Laz's mind.
We're always on the mark.
Always. So what are those curtains again?
In our interpretation of the news.
These curtains?
Wait, what kind of curtains?
Hey, don't go there.
The one thing that both Laz and I, it's like, man, I wanted to say it, but I didn't want to say it.
Ain't gonna do it.
Ain't
gonna do it.
Gix is taking off his clothes today. He's prepared for the stand-up corner. Now the real question is he ready for the bend over? Okay, so this is yesterday's stand-up corner. You know Ben? Okay. Over in the art department, Bob the Builder.
Cult of Bob.
Working on furniture. He's trying to make sure the bedroom's put together. Make sure all the torture devices
love there, Bobby.
Yeah. Damon. Working on the artwork for the Ring of Fire. Because he's going...
the man in black back.
Down, down, down. Yep.
He's going down?
He's going down.
Going down.
Straight to the hands and knees. And
I see what Gix is up to. Gix is suiting up, and he looks like an Elvis.
Tights.
Purple.
Those glitter royalty are fabulous, I must say. But those boots leave something to be desired. Yeah, he's trying different boots. He's trying to find the right ones.
Yeah.
It's like, which ones?
It looks like an Elvis jumpsuit going on over here.
Yeah.
With,
Damon's also working on the healing ray. Fletcher.
Butch lives.
Okay, finally. It's like
Sorry.
Hold on.
Tweety Bird going crazy over there.
I gotta find my post-it notes. That way I can give you a tip.
Say what?
He's drawing a tiny tip on it.
Close your ears.
Okay.
Close your ears.
Cover your
I
eyes.
think everybody can see that. I think it's better if you hold it closer to your head.
Well, yeah, but you missed your cue.
I can't cue on something I don't see.
Okay, then also, so Fletcher's working on the Sequana NPC and clothing. Kevin working on Release 42 blockers. Jiras.
Already?
Yeah, Release 42 blocker Jiras. You know what? That means something didn't pass the smell test. And NPCs.
Hey. Frickin' bathroom over there.
The almighty Gix Vargach. Matt.
Yeah.
Releasing one with Kabbalist attacks and idle animations and burning deaths.
Burning death.
Yeah, I wonder if he's going to interview Burning Toad for that on how to die properly.
I don't know, but I saw a couple interesting requests out there, like water animation for dying in hot tubs. Was an interesting request.
Don't drink in hot tub.
You sure? Then Reed was working on the heavy armor decorations, so that way we can place our heavy armor on the ground or on some stands.
On display.
Yes, and tents in basements and more props and decorations.
Prop up that tent.
Yeah, you got to do something. Over in design, Beezus.
The bees.
Working on creature skills and animation support. Seawolf.
Seawolf.
Working on Highvale outskirts spawning and merchants. Damien working on Solace Bridge tutorials and Highvale tutorials and Blood River tutorials. He's got your tutorials covered.
He's got up your tutorial, I tell you.
Yeah, up your tutorial factor. Dan the Man.
Dan the Man.
Suck it, miners.
Working on the player towns and Release 42 critical issues and some mines. Sanio working on Solace Bridge upskirt quests and spawning support and Escort NPCs. Lum the Mad.
Lum the Mad.
Working on the finale planning, because eventually we'll have a finale in game. It's going to be a naked dance party. I'm letting you know that right now.
Better be naked, because, they keep telling me it's naked and I keep showing up and it ain't no fun.
You know what? It's like, we need the hot coffee mod because I'm tired of my skivvies.
I want to be able to get jiggy with it.
Yeah, exactly. I want to do the helicopter properly. I mean, I need to be singing "You Spin Me Right Round." I mean, something needs to be happening. Yeah. It's like, how long can you last? How many spins? Sorceress Steve working on Blood River's upskirt waypoints and creatures. He's trying to figure out how far he needs to go up those skirts in order to get to the waypoint.
Till you get wet.
Oh,
There
okay.
you go.
It's the Blood River, though.
When you feel moisture, you've reached your objective.
You've reached your
Careful up there
destination.
for the Blood River, that's right. A new low.
What? A new low.
Never mind. Never mind.
Where is this coming from? Hold on. Yep. Hey, JJ. Naked dance parties have never been done in game. Never.
Never.
Okay. Yeah. Then after that, I gotta find the right window. What am I looking for? Where am I
You're
going?
looking for
all the way over here. Over.
Travis,
You mean the energy vortex, List Rostov?
otherwise known as our own List Rostov. That's right.
She is a wonderful person in game, outside of game.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's a beautiful creature. I don't care what you say about him.
Most common answer given: I don't want to look at a male avatar's ass all day.
Oh yeah. He's trying to plug in the Oracle Colossus. He's trying to make sure that he's inserting the plugs in properly. How many holes can you put things into? I know of at least 3.
I know Led Zeppelin's tried just about every variant there is.
And he has also found some bugs.
Bug.
Over in tech.
How many holes are there, Sam? Tech.
Yep. Over in tech, Bobby.
Little Bobby Thompson.
Working on music and
Damn it,
moondials
Bobby.
and public stats and forums. Eric
Public stats. Yes, we have some chat on that today.
A little bit of discussion about that coming up in a near bit. In a few minutes. Eric working on navigation meshes, on decorations, and AI combat behaviors. JY working on the plants and free trial. Wizard Smoke. He's been puff past the mail with deliverables, aka I can send you gold and or items that you purchase on Shroud Marketplace. Yes, so that way I can deliver those
That's funny.
And recall scrolls. What?
List messages me and says, that's exactly why. Most common answer given, don't want to look at a male avatar stats.
What are you talking about?
That's it. Oh, when we were joking around this.
Yeah.
And he comes back laughing. He says, that's exactly why. I know that. It's the most common answer given.
I love looking at the feminine form. I spend a lot of time doing it, multiple times a day. That sometimes follows.
But yes, we know our players, we know our trends, we follow them around here.
the Deathbringer one and only. He's trying to provide some visual effects support, trying to figure out how do you click the install button for Unity 5.6 and combat. I need a different post-it note for this one.
Hey, what is this? No cue cards. There's no playing around here. There's none of this. This is totally unscripted. You can't be writing a script now.
What?
That just doesn't work.
Are you sure about that?
I don't know, because I can't read that.
You can't read that?
Oh, soapbox engage. Now I can read it.
Oh, okay. We just have to hold it up there properly. Taslo working on the public stats and security direction and updates. What's really funny is don't forget, as soon as the Russians start getting involved, the security direction is going to be a cluster.
Tesla, well, you know what? Tesla may not be working on that end. They'll have to worry about their own security, right?
Well, it's going to be interesting because I think we're going to end up enabling like two-factor authentication and all kinds of other things that I know that there's been the forum cry for only a couple of years about two-factor authentication. Then our useless overhead group.
Something that we can actually live with that ain't going to be painful every time we want to try and log into it. That's not going to cause us to repeat it 5 times in a row before we get it right.
What? You mean that annoying CAPTCHA?
Maybe.
Our useless overhead group, we have Andrea, NFG. Andrea working on the regression tests and localization and the QA forums. The Dippy Bird.
The bird.
How well everybody's heard about the bird.
Working on meetings and blog updates. Gorn.
Working on general business.
Working on general business and the free trial. Don't forget he loves the metric system. Barrick, trying to figure out how do I access the community website and the free trial and updates. Hutch. Working on interactives and character review and direction and lights. The Attenwood working on sanity tests and regression tests and localization. Lord British.
But stealing.
I'm trying to queue him up, man. Working on the general business and meetings. Chaos. Working on decoration bugs.
After you say it, not before you say it. Mode.
Okay, good. Finally got that one. And shipping
you don't
and
go
accounts.
Queue and then you haven't said your line yet. It doesn't work that way.
Hey, I had already said my line. What are you talking about? Shipping and accounts, and you know what? If you've received a 1B 6 months ago, he's finally thinking about shipping it out. And accounts and security updates. Serafina, working on that customer service.
Like nobody else can give.
And shipping direction and reward and accounts and regression tests. And the Dork Star working on the post-mortem questions and general business and meetings. And that is what our devs said they were working on yesterday.
That's right. Yesterday. But there ain't no queue there.
I don't know where we're going from now.
oh, you need a queue now. Is that what you're saying? Okay.
Well, actually, I know exactly where we're going. It's just that trying to give you the opportunity to get a word in edgewise or something.
Thank you very much, JJ. They were expensive.
Oh yeah. Well, it's even better when he takes them out and he provides you that full Laz service.
I tell you.
Oh my God.
There ain't nothing like a hum job. I tell you.
Nothing quite like the feeling, man.
Bummer.
Trying to drink here, man. Trying to drink here.
Hey, Led Zepp knows.
I mean, if there's not a sheep involved, he doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah. Is moving right along.
You know what?
Let's talk about public access stats. Public stats server, which was just recently opened up. Of course,
I need to go find that post again. Damn it.
You don't need that post. I got better shit for you than that.
Well, I mean, there's all kinds of stuff, but yep.
Like Umari's better stuff. Have you seen all this yet?
Yes, I have. I was perusing that earlier, and it's like I have a question whether or not Umari is taking that from the public stats or if he's taking it from the Soda HUD.
He's taking this from the Soda stats. This is the information that can gleaned, including he's got one that will show you a list of users online, which is not currently working because of a security flaw that was put in there, and Undone is working to fix that. Hopefully we will have a fix for that today.
Well,
drop this in chat for everybody so that they can see it.
The umari.com/soda/stats/top 25. Don't forget capitalization matters, and I'm not going to go through all the capitalization with you.
Yeah, no, it's just click on the link. A lot easier to do that. And of course, if you back out the top 25, you'll just get to the stats page, which will show you loot drops over the past 12 hours, as well as the various top 25 lists, as well as the online players, which will be online hopefully soon enough.
Yeah. But, I mean, the good thing is that we have this public data. The fun thing is some of the access that people have been asking for hasn't made it into the public stats. Like, what people really want to know is going prices for items on merchants that are going to be, you know what?
More importantly, a lot of information that people didn't want out there was being shown through, and they're fixing that right now, thanks to Umari, because for those of you who do not know who Umari is our resident player math geek and debunker of many things. Well, if there's a flaw with the math, or there's something with the coding, he's going to find the problem, and he's going to report it and let everybody know, hey, dudes, heads up.
Yeah, he loves looking at the stats, and he loves collecting the data and analyzing the data. I mean, that's where he was one of those guys that actually went through all the taming stuff and documented how poor the implementation was. So the fact that he was able to actually catalog every single incident and actually look at what was really happening, it becomes a lot better and a lot better information for a little bit of everybody. So what I think is really funny is the deadliest monster is the dragon, followed by it's killed almost 2,000 people in the last 24 hours or something like that.
List is telling us most murdered. Let me see if I can get
most
back
murdered
there.
is pretty damn funny just because List is up there. Where was that again?
I don't know. I'm going to put this up on screen. Most murdered is... there it
is Matthias Necrothaf, whatever it is. Followed by Oxnall Smokin', List Rostov, and then after that, so the most murders we have, List is in there as well. I mean, so he does enjoy his PvP flagging, and he does enjoy
heat cheater.
I know.
It's a bummer PvP.
But Corpor's leading that, and don't forget, there is a way to actually have your name not included in any of this stuff. It is.
Yes, there is a new toggle.
Yeah. So you can
We'll
show your
cover that
name
more in
or
depth.
hide your name from public stats. So there is a toggle for that if you right-click on your health bar in the top left.
Yes.
Victim Anonymous.
Well, I think it's really funny when you start getting into.
You better watch out. 'Cause we're gonna get some stats on all those sheep you're molesting out there, man.
I know. It's like,
Just
how
right
many
at-
sheep has
Anonymous.
Gotta check his fingers for wool.
You'll be digging that wool out forever.
Got wool under my fingernails.
I think it's kind of funny that the duration of the stats, the most refined crafted item was wood pulp. Imagine that.
You think?
200,000 wood pulp. I wish I knew the duration of the stats. It's like from when to when is this done? And I know I'm responsible for probably 30, 40,000.
About 6,000.
You the top victim, are you?
Yeah.
No, not even. Because otherwise I'd be doing that right now. I'm actually out of wood pulp or wood scrap again. So
It's in the last 24 hours. It's the last day's numbers. So
well, I don't think that Corpor killed 63 people in the last 24 hours.
no, because it hadn't been running that long. So that was in less than 24 hours.
Or
I think right about now we're hitting the first full 24-hour period. Is that correct,
sure
Liz?
about that?
I'm
I
getting
don't know.
information on my chat as we're talking here.
Because otherwise, List was killed 29 times in the last 24 hours.
That's one.
Trip or what?
Well, yeah, that's gonna say that's one trip out. That's like an hour.
To get killed 29 times. I mean, what?
Well, he's right here. How many times did you
Wet
die, and how
toilet
long
paper?
did it take for that to happen? Let's ask him the question.
I know the Virtue League was last night, but 29 times to die? That's a lot.
Dude,
That's
if
like
I was
my-
out there, I would be top of that list. I guarantee. Oh,
That's me
those are
going
murder.
out-
Those are PvP.
Oh,
right?
he was testing the fall. Huh.
There you go. See? Hello.
Yeah. Okay, so maybe he did die 29 times.
Remember those days you hit a rock and you
losing
fall down and
lots
kill
of
yourself?
yeah.
Remember that?
You remember taking the turn coming around the corner from the skilled trainer in the crafting center right in front of her lot? You'd make that turn and you'd trip and die, man.
Yeah.
We used to sit there all day just watching people.
That was hilarious. A random death bug. It's like you're walking along.
Oh, you
poof,
trip.
You're dead.
Trip.
Yes.
There was a spot where you would trip right in front of our lot back then. And
Well,
I'll tell you,
I love that.
I would watch it over and over. They come around that corner.
Yeah,
I
did
missed
it fall?
that.
Oh,
Missed
yeah.
that?
That was like release 18,
That's-
19, somewhere in there.
It was
hilarious.
back.
That's pretty funny.
People be running around the road and all of a sudden, ghost.
Fall.
Yeah.
fall damage.
Right.
You have to get another one.
Face plant. You could see them just do it, and face plant ghost. Simple as that.
Yeah, good old days.
But moving right along, of course, we do have questions from the forum that were not answered. Unfortunately, it's that time of the day where we got to move on, and we're not going to get to those. So you're going to have
it's all your
tomorrow.
Wait, hold on. Let me do one. Yes.
Let me stand up there. What do you want? Which one you want to do? You want to do?
No, I just wanted to say yes. The classic Starr answer. It's a non-answer. I mean, just because I could do this, but we'll talk more about that tomorrow. But right now, you know what? It's time to make sure that you have downloaded the NBNN app on your phones.
Right.
So the NBNN app is available.
Keep yourself in touch with the latest information happening inside.
And all the best links.
Links to everything. Links to the forums, links to our podcasts, links to the radios, links to Soda Map, links to you name it, we've got it. Help videos. It's all in there.
I would like the direct link to Shroud Marketplace and my shop with teleports and recall scrolls.
Well, unfortunately, there's not a direct link to your shop, but there is a link to Shroud Marketplace. There is a link to the Grimy Traders Welcome House.
Okay. Links to all over the place, yes. And don't forget...
And of course, if there's something that you think we're missing, please send me a note. There is a little feature inside the app where you can say, hey, I think you should have this, and you can send that in, and it comes right to me, and I will look at it, and we'll get it added.
Yes.
But yes, more importantly, it has this feature.
You mean that calendar feature that's also is on nbnn.info,
which is community calendar.
Yes, that community calendar that has where you have meticulously gone through and found all the public calendars that you have heard about related to Shroud of the Avatar, and if your calendar is not there,
people have told me about and asked me to add. That's right. Yeah, we have several here that have been recently added.
You need to email news@nbnn.info, your link to your Google public calendar, so that way you can have it added to the Shroud of the Avatar community calendar, the one that's also on the...
Get out of here, Zep. There's a link to the marketplace. Don't be giving people misinformation. There's a link.
Hard to find. Hard as hell. You got to dig and dig and dig.
Dig and dig.
All the way at the top.
No, he says there's no link to the marketplace.
Oh, yeah.
You got to dig around. It's hard to find them, just said.
The big icon says marketplace. You can't
Shroud
miss
Marketplace.
it right on the front
screen. Don't forget that all times on the community calendar are Central Standard Time in the real world, but we prefer to refer to it as Nude Britannia time. And around the clock at 12 and 6, there are two idiots that interpret the news, so you don't have to on a show called Lunch, where you do not get to watch us eat on most days with us on WRFB.
WRFB.
Radio Free Britannia. Today at 4 on Avatar's Radio, Golden Wings Going Country. At 7 p.m. in-game, you can join Kazan Phoenix Fire or Mal Hari for the Phoenix Republic PvE nights.
Oops.
And while you're doing that, tune in your ether amplifiers to WRFB.
WRFB.
For the 70s at 7. At 8 p.m., you need to go over to the website that's hearthofbritannia.com for the Dragons Meet. That is open to anybody and everybody. First 10, 12 people to get into the Dragons Meet. And you can talk about all things related to Shroud of the Avatar, led by none other than Rustic Dragon.
Yay!
Yay! Dude, what's the topic for tonight?
We're going to be discussing the virtue of honor and also having a recap of last weekend's fan-fucking-tastic Festival of the Silver Serpent run by Unseen Dragon.
Sweet.
See, I wish I could have gone to it, but maybe next year I'll be able to make the Festival of the Silver Serpent. Because I look at those pictures. I look at the fact that y'all were crafting arrows. You're forging things. I mean, doing all kinds of stuff. And it's like, I jizzed in my pants a little bit.
Oh, yeah. It was fantastic. I haven't even gone through my pictures yet either. And I took like 1,000 plus. So.
Oh, yeah.
Hold that jizz. Where that came from.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Don't forget, at 8 o'clock, you need to turn in your ether amplifiers to WRFB.
WRFB.
Hello, nurse. Is going to be doing some unmedicated schizophrenia part 2.
Yeah.
She's going to give
and yes,
the
our own Clipsy made it. She went live in Atlanta last night while she was traveling. So for those who happened to tune in, they caught her live on the road last night.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. I'm glad she made it, and she's in town for her sister's graduation. Yep. Whoops. Then at 10 p.m. on AR, Amber Rain is going to be doing Temper Tantrum TJs. And if that's not your thing and you'd rather listen to WRFB, you can listen to The Record Room. And that's our community calendar for this May 11th in Shroud of the Avatar.
Now, of course, we do have some more information. Of course, let us not forget, while Wayne Klotz has been down and out, we do have the wonderful Lady Jade here to give us the recap from last night on the EVL Virtue League. Unfortunately, Wayne hit the snag with a Windows Update bug where he has been down ever since. At least we haven't heard from him. He gave me a phone call last night to say, Laz, I'm not going to make it. And I'm like, dude, no sweat. Don't worry about it. Yeah, shit happens. But Lady Jade, what do you got for us out there?
Wow. It was a pretty big night for us. Some good things, some problems. We ran a promotional, which did pick up 3 brand new fighters in Group C, which is great. Still leaves 7 Kodos to give away.
Kodo giveaway to get new fighters? Is that what that was?
It was. And we had a Group C of 8 contestants, Group B 13, and Group A 3. Everybody is scared to go to Group A. And in fact, that's kind of a small talking point here. But just really quickly, let me just give you the winners. Group A is Corpor. Group B was Silas. And Group C was Margaret McLean.
Marguerite, I tell you, she's one tough little cookie. You wouldn't tell from that voice of hers, I tell you.
Oh, she has got the voice, doesn't she?
I tell you, she was the perfect bait if you wanted to bait some enemy in. You get Marguerite to go talk to her. She's got that sweet, innocent voice, and all of a sudden, bam!
we did discover a bug last night at the tournament. And when you duel another player, you don't lose experience. Otherwise, the Virtue League would die. We did discover, however, and did report that if you had a summoned or a casted pet up, you did indeed lose experience in a duel. Therefore, last night we banned them all in an effort to shortcut that problem.
That's interesting.
Very interesting.
Good to know.
The other thing is that we ran into an old problem last night, which is the length of the tournament. And what we're going to do about that, we haven't decided. We're going to see if we're going to continue. It did go 3 hours. We try to shoot for an hour and a half. But other than that, everybody had a great time. Go ahead.
Is it possible that the Virtue League might be broken up into multiple days for like Group A night, Group B night, Group C night?
Yep. Well, actually, it would be Group A and C night and Group B night, because B is big. That's one thought. The other thought is, for those who don't know, Virtual Oasis is going to be pulling up their biome. And I haven't talked to the powers that be, but the other thought is back rings. So that's a thought.
Very interesting.
So that's about what I have. And what happened last night, it was a good, I mean, we had over 50 people in the zone at one point. I mean, it was a good turnout for fighters and spectators, and we're grateful to everybody who showed up. And thank you for the time to talk
real
about
quick, what's keeping the fighters, just real brief, from wanting to be in Group A?
Yeah, Group A is a voluntary assignment. Group A is the only group where you're allowed to use potions and artifacts, and therefore it's kind of an elite thing. But what I'm discovering is
scales if somebody's got a little bit more this
resources,
or a little bit more that,
higher pledge, whatever. I have not brought this up anywhere except now here, to be honest with you, because so few. We have 3 or 4 in Group A, and one of them has expressed dissatisfaction and may not finish the season. I'm considering bringing it up to the crew at the end of the season if we just don't want to ban potions and artifact and have Group A, B, and C, because B is so damn big. Just get rid of the Group A as it is now. Anyway, thank you.
Well, thank you for the update. That, of course, is Lady Jade from EVL and bringing us an update on the Virtue League. If you want to catch the Virtue League, that's happening every Wednesday night, and Wayne Klotz is usually doing a live stream. He's been covering that as of late. And, of course, if you want to find out what's going on around town, you want to find out where the fights or where all the happenings are, don't forget, go to nbnn.info. and click on the calendar link, and you can see the latest happenings, what's going on throughout the day here inside Shroud of the Avatar. And, of course, if you got stuff you want to add, come see this guy. We'll get it added for you. And, of course, we're going to go ahead and start wrapping it up to get out of here. Going to go ahead and thank all our sponsors out there. I'm not going to roll them up on screen today. Of course, WRFB, if you want to catch us in rebroadcast throughout the day, or if you want to listen to the Deco Divas spin their tunes, or you want to hear the latest hijinks and shenanigans trying to find Baldo on Saturday mornings, or you got stuff to swap and talk about at the Swap Shop Saturday nights, tune in to WRFB, Radio Free Britannia. All sorts of great programming out there throughout the week for you. Of course, we've got the 70s at 7 every night. We've got the Record Room every evening throughout the week. And don't forget, if you don't like what you're listening to on the radio, we have a request system out there where you can just click on the request link, do a search through the database, and pick your own songs. Get a couple of friends together, and you guys can take over the radio and listen to what you want to hear. How's that for interactive, folks? So if you don't like it, you can change it just by going and requesting it and getting into the rotation. How's that sound? Of course, it sounds great, don't it? Nobody uses it. I don't think anybody realizes we've got all that. On top of that, you can actually send a request, or on top of the request, you can send and dedicate it to somebody. Write a little bit of text and say, hey, a reason to go check out what's going on the WRFB website. Yeah. Okay, anyway, moving right along, GrimeyTraders.com. You want to start your own auction? Check out the auction house, GrimeyTraders.com. Arkansas Markham Farms for your wholesale cotton, reagents, vegetables, ale, and much, much more. Dawn's Keep, just south of Central Brittany. Also on the Shroud Marketplace for your convenience. BMC, check out all the good vendors over at Black Rock Cove. Located in the Quell region, right next to the Exeter Mine. All sorts of vendors out there for you, and all sorts of openings to place your own lot, set up your own vendor. Go check them out today. Our good friend Jacob White, SodaMap.com, constantly striving to improve your experience. Don't forget those new scenes. They're new, so he hasn't gotten around to those yet. We'll get those in for you as soon as possible. Otherwise, hit on M in the in-game. On your game keyboard, and you will get Soda Map. Give it a minute. Takes a minute to load. Don't complain it's broke. Wait for it, folks. There's a lot of requests going out to that server. Our good friend Ben over at Relics by Rill, relicsbyrill.com, for all your licensed Shroud of the Avatar swag. You want t-shirts, hats, patches, more, go to Relics by Rill. Use the promo code NBNN. You'll save 10% on checkout. And last but not least, our friends over at the Marketplace for all your virtual vendable needs. You need it. The Marketplace has got it. And I tell you what, we've got less than a minute left. So, Jack, real quick,
Shroud Marketplace is the place to go buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related. Approaching 50 different players that are vendors, and if you want to become a vendor on Shroud, I know.
50 players, man.
50
50 different stores for you to choose from.
If you want to sell your stuff, you can always register for an account, and then on the left-hand side, click on vendor registration, and you can start selling your stuff. I mean, you get to set the price. You can set just like the latest vendor, George Jetson, or if you can buy or sell game gold, Crowns of the Obsidian, accounts, all player-owned towns, all the way to in-game services. All of that can be bought or sold on Shroud Marketplace. Check it out.
.com. That's right. And of course, we got to thank you guys for not being that big bear trying to beat us up on set today. We love you guys out there, and thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Thank you for your support. We love you guys. We love to see you out here every day. We love chatting with you, and we love all your feedback. Of course, if you got anything you want to say, come on in and join us. Send us a message at news@nbnn.info. And you just may hear your topic come up here on the show. Till then, we're going to roll on out of here. I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Stay tuned for more news, sports, entertainment, crazy wild hijinks, the latest shenanigans and updates right here inside Trinity Avatar. Have a great day, everybody, and we will see you all tomorrow.
Bye-bye. Candy, let's have
choose. That's a big bear.
Yes, it is.